Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Why do my levels look like they are freaking out right now? Okay, so I'm not going to scream right now, guys, because it does look like I am peaking. But let me know if my audio is sounding horrible or sounding great. We test this every single day, and it looks great. But the beat's fire. Everybody loves the music on this channel. I absolutely love it. Guys, let me know in chat if my audio is good, quiet, loud, because apparently I can't trust my levels. But hit it, Frankie. Let's go, baby. Sounds good. Okay, beautiful. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys. We have a very, 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 very special show tonight, guys. We have a special guest. I think you guys can tell from the thumbnail who it's going to be. But before we bring them on, guys, we got a lot of good stuff to look at. We're taking a look at Bitcoin. We're taking a look at the altcoins, and we're going to be talking to our special guest about what they think, right? Because I know some people have some different opinions out there, and I'm actually not 100% sure, and I think you guys know it's TA Tim, long-awaited collab with Tim, but I'm not 100% sure where he sits on the market, so we're going to see what he thinks. I have a feeling it probably aligns with what we're thinking, but we're going to see what he thinks. We're going to take a look at some of the altcoins, guys. We're going to check in on a couple of trades that I'm currently in, still in my Matic short, just riding this thing. We're getting into the green, into the red, into the green, into the red. Not much has happened since I've entered, but we're going to see if we can get this thing to go down. But let's go ahead and say what's up to chat before we bring on Tim. Who do we got in here? Shout out to Cal's World for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, Cal's World. He says, thanks, Frank and the mods. We appreciate everything you guys do for us. Cal's World, thank you for always supporting the channel. You are always in here, and I mean literally always in here. So we appreciate that, and we appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you for being here. V-Slim says, Frankie, I broke the like button. V-Slim, I thought we talked about this. You broke the like button a couple weeks ago. We had to get a new one. It was expensive. We had to wait 2 weeks for it to come in. But it's okay, man. We know you got the strong finger. You poke really hard. Shout out to Vslim. Thank you for being here. Crypto Anom, one of our wonderful mods, followed by Crypto Billy. What is going on, guys? Thank you for being here. Shout out to all the mods, guys. The mods, you guys know we have absolutely epic mods. Actually, I will say I was on Coffee and Crypto in Tim's show this morning, and their mods are actually they got some good mods over there as well. But let's see who else we got here. Eddie, what is going on? Ryan Mack, what is going on? This beats fire. Wow, you guys were really liking the music today. Shout out to Light Music. I believe that's who made that song. Ryan Mack, what's going on? Satoshi Glockamoto, what is going on? Club J. Intro is badass. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. We got the shout out to John, our 3D graphics guy here at the office, for making that intro. Let's see, Club J, Anonymous, as always, Peak Frankie. What's going on, Anonymous? Thank you for being here, brother, and always showing us support. Brandon, what is going on? Slipstream, what is going on? Crypto Cali, good sound. Okay, beautiful. I think it should actually sound better than it did yesterday. I think I might have fixed the audio. It's showing that I'm peaking like crazy, but I don't think I could even really go by that. But let's see. Crypto Sammy, what is going on? The Shepherd's Church, what is going on? Sounds good. Mike sounds nice. Check 1, 2. Tony D with the super chat. Audio is fine. Beautiful. Thank you for that, Tony. And Tony with the $5 super chat. Shout out to TA Tim, guys. I am super, super pumped to have Tim on today. We were just chatting before we hopped on here. I like Tim a lot. We're going to try to have Tim on much more. So look forward to some future collabs between me and Tim. Let's see. Ken, what is going on? Yazin, what is going on? Dashing. And Captain Kirk, Coin Slinger, has now changed her name to He Say Pumpkin Price or Pumpkin Spice. Hey, Captain Kirk with the amazing names. I love that. I don't know. You've had some pretty good ones. I don't know which one's my favorite. Lane Hughes, what is going on? Thank you for being here, brother. Chris Schaefer, let's get a couple more out of the way. We don't want to leave Tim waiting too long. John Wick, what is going on? Jeff, what is up? Chloe, Paulie, hey, Paulie, what's going on? Paulie, get over here for Sunday sauce, brother. Bubba's Crypto, what is going on? We got Leroy Jenkins. This should be a TV show to be real. Shout out to Leroy Jenkins. It's coming to a cable station near you. But you know what? I'm not liking this new mic, guys. It's like in my way. I'm not a fan of it. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Okay, beautiful. Shout out to Leroy Jenkins. I appreciate that, brother. Maybe we will turn it into a TV show here. Bobby, Crypto Granny. Yo, it's me. What is going on, Crypto Granny? Thank you for being here. Brad, Eddie, Retro. Let's see, Biomax, what's going on? Tammy, Bubba's Crypto, Ofix, I don't know how to say that name, and Salomon, what is going on? Thank you guys for being here. You guys are the absolute best. Joe, just let go of your mic. Frankie, I don't want to let go, guys. It's actually funny. You guys point that out on the morning show. All I do is touch the mic. You're right. I can't say you're wrong. I always touch the mic. I don't know what it is. I'm a fidgeter. I'm a fidgety guy. Shout out to Crypto Billy for the super chat. As always, man, I appreciate you so much. TA Tim's mods, the best Mafia mods, Offspring. Yeah. Hey, we should do like a giant meetup and have like the collective TA Tim Frankie Candles meetup with the best, featuring the best mods on YouTube. Because I will say that, you go on a lot of these shows, a lot of these channels, and like the mods are good. They moderate chat, but I just feel like the CandleMafia mods are super involved. And when I go into the show on Tim's channel, I guess now he could talk to us how we should refer to that in a minute here. But when I went into their show, I was like, dang, they got some good mods too. Definitely cut from the same cloth for sure. Crypto Pollo says CandleMafia bracelet coming soon. If you guys don't know, I am taking online classes to become a certified jeweler. I'm not going to get into it. I've always been fascinated with gems and stones and diamonds. I don't know why. I don't wear them, but I've always been interested in it. So I'm taking classes to become a certified jeweler. And Crypto Pollo said, dude, you should make a purple and blue gemstone bracelet for the CandleMafia. That would be sick. And I said, it's done, dude. We're doing it. So thank you for that, Crypto Pollo. But guys, without further ado, I do not want to leave Tim waiting any longer. I appreciate you, Bitcoin Billion. I appreciate you, brother. And Amp, what is going on? You're the best. Thanks. No problem. But yeah, guys, I do not want to leave Tim waiting any longer. So let's go ahead and throw these headphones on, and let's introduce our special guest, TA Tim. What is going on, Tim?
What is going on? Look at this. Look at this community right here. Look at this. This is CandleMafia, right?
Yep.
CandleMafia. You guys go out. This is great. I love coming on other people's channels and seeing the community. I gotta say, this is one of the spiciest, and that's a good phrase. I'm not using that in a bad way. Spiciest communities I've seen in crypto. And here's the thing, Frankie. You have been the new kid on the block here for a while, so I just took your mantle. I'm the new kid on the block now. You are easily the fastest up and coming technical analyst, and I've been here. I was working with Jeb here for a year, but now that it's my turn to run the ship, I took your title as new kid on the block. So you're gonna have to deal with that. But thank you so much for having me, man. This is going to be an absolute honor, an absolute blast going back and forth with you. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to see anything too much differently. It always amuses me when I do stuff with you, like on other channels, and I watch you charts. I'm like, well, I didn't do it the same way he did it, but we came up with almost the exact same levels. So that's just how good TA is. But
yeah, man. Well, first of all, I appreciate the kind words, and I will say, dude, the CandleMafia. We have a lot of great guests on here, but I will say, the CandleMafia was rooting for you. They were like, you gotta have TA Tim, and we were already gonna have you on, but they wanted you so bad. So I know they are super pumped to have you on today. And congratulations on running the ship, dude. That's pretty cool. I'm super happy for you. I'm sure you got a ton of stuff going on, but I just wanted to touch on what you just said. We actually talk about this a lot when we have our guests on. I found it so fascinating. A lot of the technical analysts, right? We're all looking at, if not the same levels, very similar levels, but it seems everybody gets there in a different way, which is one of the main reasons I actually love TA. It's like I could find one level, you could be looking at a very similar level, but I found it in a completely different way than you did, and that's why we love having these guests on, because it's super interesting. And that's why I'm curious to see what you're looking at on the charts, because I was like, we didn't really talk too much about the charts before we hopped on, but that's why I said in the intro, I was like, I bet you it's something similar to what we're looking at, but I'm sure he got to them in a little bit of a different way. But to kick it off here, I guess, I don't think you need much of an intro, but if you want to just give a quick little intro of who you are, where you came from, what you do, and then if you want to show us anything on the charts, feel free.
Oh, absolutely. And, I say that we might see things a little bit different. I've talked with a couple other analysts that I disagree with. Also, by the way, that whole mic touching thing, listen, these things fall, these things move. Sometimes you don't know what to do with your hands if you're not using the mouse or something else. So sometimes the most natural place is the microphone. So go easy on him when he's 100%. Touching the mic there. My road here to being on with you tonight and leading a channel has been pretty crazy. What I would like to say in the humblest way possible, in the Bible, it talks about Moses. He wrote the book of, was it Genesis? And in the book of Genesis, there's a part that said, or in Exodus, it says Moses was the most humble man alive. And it's like, wow, way to shout yourself out there, Moses. Anyway, so trying to be humble as much again. I feel like I'm living proof to anybody out there watching that as long as you have a good work ethic, you can become a good, profitable trader and be good at technical analysis. Because let me tell you right now, I'm not going to win any awards for IQ tests. My entire childhood was nothing but sports. Everything was sports. I always thought I was going to play football in college, go play the NFL or something, maybe coach. That was my passion. Like, athletics was my passion. When Jeb found me, I was his athletic trainer. Like, I was training him. I was going to go back to school and try to become a strength and conditioning coach. But he's like, Tim, you're a leader of men. You lead people well. Come work with me. I need someone to lead my team. And so this was this is January of 2021. So this is not even 2 years ago. And I was invested in Bitcoin at this time, but I did not know anything about fundamentals, did not know anything about the charts. There's a video on our Instagram page that proves that. It's very embarrassing. But I was like, if I'm going to work for this company and I'm going to work for Jeb, who is one of the best technical analysts, if not the best technical analyst at the time on YouTube, I'm like, I might as well go ahead and learn this stuff. And sure enough, just because I dedicated time and I wasn't afraid of being wrong, I wasn't afraid of looking silly, I was on the show as like his co-host, and I would try to do something on the chart, and he would kind of laugh at me, and the chat would kind of be like, Tim, you're an idiot. Like, what are you doing? And I just took that stuff, and I was like, okay, I was wrong. Why was I wrong? What part of my chart was wrong? And I learned from it. And so again, that I feel like my life is just living proof. Anyone in the chat right now, if you guys watch what Frankie does every single night, you're like, wow, Frankie is phenomenal. He's amazing. Listen, I think Frankie's a very smart guy, but guess what? He's not doing rocket science. You can do all of this. You can learn this stuff and do it for yourself. And yeah, so that's my story. That's who I am. But let's look at some charts. Let's look at some things. I'm going to go and share my screen. I'm not used to using this. There we go. I use it around the blockchain, but I always seem to go slower than everybody else. I'm interested to see what you think about Bitcoin, Frankie. I wasn't able to watch the last couple of your shows, so this again, we might be similar, but what I'm looking at right now is on the Bitcoin chart is, first of all, that we're setting up right now. We're not really closing anything, but we're setting up some nice bullish RSI divergence down. I'm on the $6 chart, the 4-hourly chart, and right on top of this zone. So I drew this zone looking at our VRVP here a couple of days ago, back when this red candle was sitting right here. If I were to go and pull up that VRVP, you're going to see this nice fat pocket right here that starts with the peak and it comes all the way down. If we cannot hold this level, the bottom of this box, 22,800, I do think that potentially it's not just that we're going to fall down lower, maybe all the way as far as 22,300. It's that this secondary bullish momentum that we've been having now for a while is going to be over. And if you're wondering, Tim, what do you mean secondary bullish momentum? Going out to the daily chart, this is the way, Jeb always taught this to me. This is how we kind of talk about it on our channel. Right now, we're in a bear market. We still are in a bear market. Now, it could change down the road if we keep climbing, but as it stands right now, we have to go with the trend we know, and that is ever since November, we've been going bearish. This is the primary movement, right? And I don't know if you talk about this, Frankie, so if you do, I'm getting you guys are getting a double dose. This movement right here is simply a secondary movement, right? Until we break through, I would say about 32,000, you're going to have to say we do not have a primary bull trend going. We have a primary bear trend going with a secondary bull trend. Now we're going to get down into the weeds and saying tertiary. So if all this is bullish, now we're talking about these red candles here are forming a tertiary bear trend. So we are tertiarily in a bear trend, but that secondary bull trend, which is what it's really important right now when we're talking about getting back up to 30,000, jumping that golden pocket zone right there, which, by the way, I can spread it out now. Haven't updated that in a little bit. My problem, though, going back to the 4-hourly chart, if we don't hold 22,800 and we go down and we set a lower low than what we have right here around 22,600, give or take 700, we're breaking the secondary bullish momentum, and this will give more power back to the bears to start a bear trend back. This will kind of finish what we're talking about when I think most technical analysts are in agreement. This is not the beginning of the bull market. This is simply a rally. Some people will say dead cat bounce. The question is, we kind of got really close to that golden pocket. Will we get up to 30,000, at least maybe to 28,600? Nobody fully knows. We got to kind of wait on that. But at least right now, we can hang our hats on the fact that we're continuing to set higher lows and higher highs. If we break that box, though, that's when we're starting to kind of say, we have a problem. And of course, you guys are seeing on my chart, and I'm sure Frankie's talking about the rising wedge that we're in right now, we have broke bearish out of. Now, I'm not necessarily too concerned. Throughout the rest of this bear market, there's several times, and I don't have them drawn, but if you guys have been doing technical analysis, there's been several times we've had rising wedges and falling wedges on smaller time frames, and we end up breaking the opposite direction they traditionally break. So just because rising wedges traditionally break bearish, that doesn't mean necessarily that it's locked, it's done, it's over. We have to break massively bearish to the downside. But as it stands right now, we are doing just that. So keep your eyes, again, in my opinion, on this blue box, starting around 23,190, give or take 23.2, and then going down to 22.8. As long as we stay above that, I believe there's still good hope that this little rally is not over. If we break through that, that's when I think we're starting to be in a little bit of trouble. So that's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. This is definitely, for me, not a trade zone. I'm not entering any new trades on Bitcoin right now. I don't trade Bitcoin that much anyway because I don't leverage trade at all. And of course, Bitcoin, the volatility isn't as great as some of the other altcoins. So you got to see a lot of stuff happen to get any kind of return on Bitcoin whatsoever. So I like to trade some of the altcoins, Cardano. I've traded Solana a little bit at times. But here's where I'm gonna change it up. And there's a narrative. This is where I think, Frankie, I don't know. I haven't heard your take on Ethereum and Cardano recently. So maybe here's where we'll find a little bit of a split of what our opinion is. So I've talked about this a lot. Those who watch Coffee and Crypto, you guys just say, here we go. Tim's going to talk about how Ethereum is kind of going to start petering out here. But my reasoning for this, I feel like, is pretty logical. So back here on June 18th, this is the bottom of this bear trend so far, at least on Ethereum. We came down to about $879, right? Since that time, even though we've dipped down a little bit, we rose 130%. Now, a lot of this, even though we didn't have this announcement until over here in July 13th, this wave, this bullish momentum is mostly backed up by hype of the ETH 2.0 merge. And here's what's really cool about it. I'm very excited about the ETH 2.0 merge. I'm very excited about what ETH holds for the future. The problem is that when you are looking at on-chain charts, and I don't have them right here in front of me, but when you're looking at on-chain charts, back July 12th, if you were looking at on-chain metrics, you were going to see that the charts actually showed that Ethereum had the least amount of weak hands when you're looking at some of the top coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana. It was the one in the best position for actually strong fundamental upswings in price. Then ETH 2.0 announcement happened, the hype train started going, Ethereum jumped up, and the charts completely changed. They went from having the least amount of weak hands percentage-wise to having the most, hitting an all-time high of active wallets. Now, you might be saying, Tim, isn't that a good thing? Here's why not a good thing. We only rallied back up to about $2,000, even though we're at an all-time high of active wallets. Let's just use some deductive reasoning with that. What does that mean those wallets are? Those are retail investors. Well, what are retail investors more often than not? They're weak hands. So this whole rally, this hype train is really built on retail weak-handed investment, and those things cool off, especially when you're talking about the news that just came up the other day where even the developers of Ethereum came out and said, hey, by the way, guys, the merge that's happening September 19th, that's not going to fix the gas fees. That's not going to make everything run faster. It's just going to get us into the proof of stake so we can get those things fixed sooner rather than later, which is great. The problem is that's not going to happen on September 19th. I believe Ethereum was a buy the rumor and to sell the news and wait down the road for the real pump to come, because it will come, but it wasn't just yet. Cardano, on the other hand, I talked about Ethereum there a lot. Cardano, after hovering sideways for a long time and not dropping as far as Bitcoin and Ethereum, it got a little boring when we started having those delays with the Vasil hard fork. And since its bottom of this little bear market back here all the way, this is a long time ago, back in May, Cardano is only up 52%. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because if you go back and look at the history of Cardano, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, they've kind of acted like the big three of the crypto space. Yeah, Solana squeaks in there. Everyone always forgets about Binance, even though it's almost always up there at the top. But the big three that have the most movement and the most action and the most talked about are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. If you're looking at the history, there's lots of times where one will take the lead and then cool off, and then the other will take the lead and cool off. Kind of like if you were braiding, you guys, any girls out there, you're braiding your hair, you kind of do that overlapping thing and you keep mixing it over and over. The same thing with these three coins. They take turns taking the lead. Cardano, unlike Ethereum having 130% gains, Cardano only having 52, just right there logically, I'm saying, okay, Vasil hard fork is coming, and it's not like Ethereum where it's just a new hard fork. That hard fork will bring immediate updates to its fundamentals. It's about time that Cardano gets its 130% rise, which, by the way, if you're wondering what that number would be, we could extrapolate this out all the way to just saying if it gets to 130, up to 90 cents. I think there's arguments potentially for all the way to $1, but let's just say it matches the same type of rally Ethereum had. That would put Cardano at 90 cents. I believe, and I'm going to pause right here, Frankie. I can talk more, and I have more charts I could show you guys, but I believe that what we're going to see here in September is actually Cardano outpacing. I want to make sure I get back to me. Is it working? There we go.
Yep.
Cardano's going to outpace Ethereum in the gains in September, even though September 19th is the month of ETH 2.0 that's been waiting for, people have been waiting for 4 years. The crown for the best moving altcoin is not going to be Ethereum. It's going to be Cardano.
Tim, I love a lot of what you just said, and I would actually agree with you. Now, so we've been looking at a lot of these altcoins. Obviously, Ethereum had that 130% rip up, and I'm probably in the same camp as you. Talking about Ethereum being the merge being a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. I was actually talking on the morning stream on the BitBoy Crypto stream with TJ that. He asked me, someone sent a super chat and they were like, do you think the ETH 2.0, the ETH merge will, make it, what do you think it'll happen to price, right? And I basically said the same thing. I said, you got to be careful with these things because ETH did get that big pump up. And we had basically the way I explain it on my channel is we have we came down, we made those lows, and then, everything basically went sideways for I could actually just get somewhat of a decent range here. I mean, for almost 100 days, we've been going sideways after that big capitulation wick down for everything. We've been coming sideways, and we saw Ethereum break out of that sideways range we were trading at, pump up to about $2,000, and then there were some of the alts ripped up. We had Matic went crazy, and there were a few alts as well as Bitcoin that weren't able to really break out of those ranges and follow Ethereum like some of the other altcoins did. And Cardano is one of those coins that I was looking at like, hey guys, listen, if you missed the big run on a lot of these altcoins, Cardano might be one to watch, right? Because it hasn't broken out of its range yet. It hasn't really gotten that big rip up.
Yeah.
And speaking of having similar levels, man, like we have our price target set up, and my top price target was about $1, but it's a range, right? So I drew it as a range, and the bottom of that range is about 90 cents. So we are looking at very, very similar things here. And I do think Cardano still has a chance to run. And I know everybody's trying to answer that question. Is this relief rally over, or are we going to see things run up higher? And that kind of bleeds into my next question. As far as talking about Bitcoin, not really breaking out of its range like Ethereum did, getting that big run up to about 28 to 30K. Do you think we're going to get a big leg down, or do you think that we're kind of just like you said, coming down, making that next higher low before Bitcoin finally gets that break to about 30K?
Well, the Fed's really making that pretty hard on us. The numbers keep jumping around. I think that Bitcoin, I was talking on a show earlier today, Ethereum and Cardano get all the praise and glory for the big price movements. Other altcoins, they have the big price movements. But let's remember, the markets move when Bitcoin moves. The difference is that when Bitcoin has like a 1% pump because of good news, these other altcoins are going to pump 2, 3, 4, 5%. Bitcoin just doesn't seem to ever do it as big as these. But when you're really talking about, hey, which one's leading this? It's Bitcoin. I guess another way I've put it before is that, like, when you go to walk with your dog, you have one of those extendable leashes. Sometimes the dog goes way out in front of you. It's in front. It's going far. But that you're the handler. You can pull that leash in whenever you want. I feel like Bitcoin does something similar to that. And what it's really waiting on is the Fed. It's really watching the DXY, which, by the way, another chart that I think is really important. Let me pull that one up and show you guys what I've been seeing over there. Something really big, and we got to watch it continue to develop. It's not necessarily over yet, but I think that people should be excited about Dixie. I don't know if you ever look at this, Frankie, but a lot of people have noticed the DXY is the exact opposite of Bitcoin almost to the T. The price moves almost identically different. And so we are always watching this chart to say, hey, is this going to be a reversal? And what was really concerning the other day was when we broke out of this descending trading channel. And you never know when these are going to break. It's not like wedges where you're getting close to the peak where they're converging and you can kind of get a good guess on it. This one broke through pretty well and then came back down, turned that resistance into support. That's a sure, just for anyone out there learning technical analysis, when you break resistance and come back and turn into support, that's like running someone over, running back to them to pick them up, to slap them in the face, and then continue to go on. It's the confirmation that resistance level is no longer helpful whatsoever. Same thing on support. I mean, if you break support, come back up, test this resistance, it's the same thing. But in this case, the DXY, it went up and it came back down. Here's the good news, though. That golden pocket on the Dixie, going back to where it peaked out over here in July, down to the bottom, we just hit the golden pocket, and the candle's green right now. Earlier it was red. We got to watch that 4-hourly candle close, and we want to see a red candle pretty much. But if we can reject right there, you guys see this trend line I have? Let me pull up my RSI for you. Right at the moment, we got some weak bearish RSI divergence. I would prefer for it to be strong and be a reversal, but I'll take the weak bearish RSI divergence where we got flat tops for RSI, but ascending price action on the Dixie. Hopefully this will lead to a continuation of the upside over on Bitcoin. But what I'm really concerned with is, this investing.com, this is a tool we use. I know other people use other ones, but this is the predictor for what are we going to see happen in September with interest rate hikes. At the moment, 59% are voting, or they're not voting, they're betting on a 50 basis point rate hike, right? Yesterday, though, it was 72%. So this number has gone down. Now watch, we still have 4.5 weeks. Is it 4.5? Maybe it's just a full out 5. I think it's 5 weeks. I think we have 5 weeks before we're actually going to hear what those numbers are going to be. So this number is going to change a lot. But along with that, the volatility of Bitcoin will do so as well. So as long as we continue to hold on to that hope that 50 basis points is all they're going to do, I think that Bitcoin can at worst continue to move sideways, at best can rally back up and potentially go over that golden pocket and keep going on, in which case the altcoins are going to do their own thing as well. The problem is, like I said, if there starts to be a narrative come into the space that is saying that 75 basis points or higher is going to be a legitimate threat, that's when you see Bitcoin drop below this 22.8 that I was talking about and start heading to the downside. And here's the other thing that I think people need to remember about how whales and institutions get into the space. So I've said this more on my channel, but when the retail investor misses the boat, so when you and me, little old Tim, little old Frankie, we can't control the markets, although some people accuse us of doing that when we make videos that say things that they don't like. We don't do it. We can't control the markets. When we miss the boat, when we don't get the bottom, that just sucks to suck. Like that's, we can't do anything about it, right? The problem is when whales and institutions miss bottoms that they like, they bring the boat back. It's not fair. Like they get to control the markets. And some people like to cry about it. It's really easy to sit there and say, why is this market being manipulated? That's not fair. This isn't right. We're supposed to be decentralized. Well, you can either sit and cry or you can decide to become a sucker fish and attach yourself to that whale and just ride it with them and read the charts. So when I pull up the volume, there's something that I notice about the volume that you don't see. Well, you see this in the history of Bitcoin, but that is that bottoms more often than not do not have a big uptick in volume. Why is that? Because volume is kind of measuring the trading that's going on, the interest going on. And I'm guaranteeing you right now, whales and institutions are looking at this high volume, matching this area of 17,600 and saying, we can get it, go back down there. All right, we weren't ready yet. We weren't sure what was going to happen over in Ukraine. We weren't sure what's going to happen with inflation. We weren't sure what's going to happen with regulation and what the clarity of that's going to look like, because we have trillions of dollars sitting here on the sideline ready to go into space, but we're not really sure what's happening. But now, as those things are clearing up, as we're somewhat understanding what inflation is going to look like moving forward, as we're somewhat getting used to what's happening over in Europe, although tensions starting to develop in Asia, so that's going to be a fun new thing to deal with. But as these things become more clear, yeah, and as regulation becomes more clear, watch the institutions and whales that want to get more supply and get the space. They're going to use these pumps to FOMO people in, and then they're going to short the market, bringing it back down to these lower levels to where when we get down here, you guys have seen those articles. And I know you guys had Richard Hart over the other day on Ben's channel, you know, where he's telling 11,000. And I'm not saying we're not going to hit 11,000. What I'm saying is when we start to drop quickly, and that's what happens when markets are manipulated, and people are thinking of numbers like 11,000 or even worse, when we get back down to 17,000, you guys are all going to be thinking, uh-oh, they were right. Let me get out, right? Yep. That's exactly what the market wants you to do so that they can steal that supply, and then they're going to be the ones to explode. But the volume's going to be low. It's not going to look really cool. Everyone's going to be convinced that we're going down to 11,000 or worse. And I'm not saying it has to only go down back to 17. It could go lower. I'm not even saying it has to get that low. It might only come back down to around 20,000, maybe around 19,000. But what I'm saying is watch the price start to plummet, and your retail gut is going to say, this looks really scary. I don't like it anymore. I'm going to go ahead and take profit or take my loss, but I'm going to then buy in lower, and they manipulate you out of the space. You buy the bottom, and then it takes off because they gobbled all the supply. That's what I'm keeping my eyes on, Frankie. So I don't know when or how, but I'm keeping my eyes on it, and I'm prepared for it. I have a lot of cash in on the side right now that I'm waiting. I want to see what the chart looks like, but 20,000 to me feels like the gut place that I want to potentially put at least part of that in and then watch the $17,000 region. If we dip lower, that's because they created new weak hands. I think right now there's a good level of strong hands supporting us around that 17.6 level. But if they can scare even some of us that have been in a space for a couple of years and turn us into weak hands, then it could go lower.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, it is with the whales, like you just said, they, you know, and it's even easier said than done, right? You could totally understand that you know, the markets are manipulated, you have to have your emotions under control. But when you get those mega candles that are just free falling, sometimes it's really hard to get those emotions out. And you know, similar to what you just said, you know, we on my channel, you know, we try not to be too confident in either direction, right? So we just look at the charts, we look at the bullish things, we look at the bearish things, and we use that to pick our bias, right? But we fully understand that things can go either way. And I know a lot of people are calling for that lower leg down. And you know, I'm in the same boat as you, right? I'm not saying that we can't go down to 11K, but the fact that everybody is now calling for a lower leg to between 12 and 10K or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Everybody is calling for that now. And me personally, I would absolutely love that. So I could scoop up some more cheap stuff. And so would everybody else. And the whales know this, right? So I would totally agree with that. You know, it would almost be too easy, right? Like I think everyone's sitting around waiting for that number, and I think the thing that makes sense to happen is for us to never really hit that number. I'm not saying we can't, but you know, everybody was hoping for 100K in the bull market. You know, not everybody, but a lot of people. You know, obviously there were people. You know, Richard Hart says he called the top. I think Blockchain Backer was saying, you know, he was calling for a top around where our near where we topped out. So I'm not saying everybody was, but there were a lot of people expecting 100K, and everyone was rooting for it, right? And it just never happened.
Yeah.
Everybody got stuck holding their bags, and I've had, you know, reputable people tell me like, hey man, like I got caught off guard in the last cycle too, man. Like everybody got caught off guard. A lot of people thought it was going to 100K, and we just never got there. And I'm getting kind of flashbacks to that time. Like now everyone's calling for 11K. Yes. Maybe we don't get it. So I totally agree with that. And again, like you said, we are at the mercy of, you know, the macro, right? We have all these tensions rising. We have all this stuff with the Fed. So for me, you know, I just put out a video recently talking about the case that the bottom is already in, right? I know everybody and their grandma is going to be like, you're saying you called the bottom, but I didn't. I'm just saying the video was basically saying, hey guys, let's look at the evidence of if it's possible, if the bottom was in. And in that video, man, I find all the evidence, and there's a lot of evidence that points to 17.5, depending on which exchange you're looking at. That was the actual bottom. And again, all it takes is one black swan, right? One black swan event that could bring us lower, obviously. But I do think there's a potential chance that we've already bottomed. And same here, I am looking, you know, between 20 and 19K. Is kind of, if we're not going to get that lower leg down, 20 and 19K are those two big numbers that I'm watching for to dump a big, because I'm in the same position. I still have a lot of cash sitting on the side. Those are some levels that I am comfortable kind of taking a decent chunk out and dumping in at those prices, because even if we do get a dump back down to 12K or whatever it is, you know, you're never going to call the bottom, right? So with that being said, do you have any like a DCA strategy that's, you know, special in any way, or are you just kind of like, what's your strategy for accumulating in a bear market essentially?
Yeah, that's a good point. So I have my DCA that I have my paycheck. So every time I get a paycheck, there's a certain percentage of it that's going to go to crypto. That's what's going to happen with that. That's DCA. When it comes to trading, you know, I have experimented and I've played with a lot of different forms of trading. Ultimately, what I do is a lot of like bigger time frame trading, to where I'm constantly watching the charts and looking for what I like as good buy spots and good sell spots. And I think something you said a second ago is, it was a lesson I learned very much the hard way. It was, do not try to be perfect. So like, go ahead and plan on this. Do not think that you are going to buy the bottom, and do not think you are going to sell the top. What you need is to buy good buy spots. And what you need to do is sell good sell spots. The more you try to chase the exact numbers, the more you're going to miss out. Frankie, it sucks. Three times I have done technical analysis that I felt was beautiful, and I picked a point, and I'm not talking about, you know, like little coins that are like up to the penny. I'm talking about things I've traded Bitcoin before, things I've traded Ethereum before. These are big price actions, right? I have picked points that I'm like, oh, the charts are saying we're coming down to here, and I put a buy-in order at a certain level and missed the level by a matter of dollars. I'm not talking about like hundreds. I'm saying I missed it by like $10, and then we shot up with like 30% gains. But it was because I was trying to hit the exact perfect bottom, and I learned, do not do that. If you're reading the charts and you think Bitcoin's dropping to 19,000, buy it 19.5. Don't buy it 19,000. That's the worst thing you can do. Now, if you're leverage trading, Wait for confirmation. Wait for the bounce and then come back up. But if
Mhm.
you do one-to-one trading, or you're just finding good buy spots, pick good buy spots and then potentially go a little above them. Same thing with sell. Hey, I think we get back up to 25.4. I'm going to take profit at 25. I'm going to take profit at 24.8. I'm not going to wait for that exact peak. That's the mindset you got to have. So my DCA strategy is one. Then the other one is I have a fat stack that I just trade based off. Like I might enter and exit a trade 2 or 3 times a week because I liked good buy and sell spots. There's other times where I've been in a trade for a matter of a month because I missed the sell spot I really wanted, but I didn't like the rejection, and it went down lower. I'm in loss for a little bit, but I'm like, I'm going to ride this out because I don't feel like we actually went where we really should have. Sure enough, we end up bouncing back up, and everything's good. I used to try to do some day trading and scalp trading, and I found out the hard way. I think you phrased it very well a night that I was on with you on Debate Crypto. The Bybit sweats get you.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
don't go to sleep. Yeah,
It's a
that's
real
not
thing.
it either. It is. It's addictive. I mean, just think about Vegas. Like when people go to Vegas, it's an addiction. Trading can be the exact same thing. You can get addicted to the momentum. You get addicted to the just all the hormones that pump while you're making gains and
Mhm.
you're making losses, and it becomes this very addictive thing. You know, something we say on our channel, we have hashtag FinSob, which is financial sovereignty. Everyone talks about, oh, financial freedom, financial freedom. I'm like, I love financial freedom. We just felt like that word sometimes gets just thrown around so loosely. We're like, let's change it up. Let's
Mhm.
rebrand it. Financial sovereignty, meaning you
I
have
love that.
control over your money, not your money control over you. I don't care if you have $1 million in the bank. If you're struggling with Bybit sweats and you're paranoid and you're refusing to spend time with your family and you're refusing to go on vacations with your friend, and you're just you're not financially free. You might be a billionaire, but you are a slave to the trade, and that's not financial sovereignty.
I love that, man. And you know, I talk all the time. I get messages a lot where you know, sometimes someone will be like, you know, they feel like they're in a rut. They're like, hey, I invested in this coin, I lost a bunch of money in Celsius, and I you know, my trading hasn't been
Yeah.
going good. Like, do you have any advice? And you know, I love that you just said, you know, if you're stressed out constantly, and that's another thing too. You know, we talk about different types of trading on my channel, and you know, you could you could be scalping, you could be day trading, you could be
Mm-hmm.
swing trading, you could be long term investing, and for some reason, I think tons of people, for some reason, it's like the shiny object is that scalping the 5 minute chart. Everybody wants to scalp the
Mm-hmm.
5 minute chart for some reason, and what a lot of people I think don't understand about that type of trading is that is a full-time job. If you want to scalp on a
Yes.
low time frame, you need to be able to
Yes.
dedicate all of your time to sit down and look at the charts. And I'm not saying that you know, I scalp, right? And I say this a lot on my channel. I scalp a lot less now that I have this channel because obviously, you know, it's a lot of work to have put out the content and everything. So but
Yeah.
because
Yep.
I know I don't have time to, you know, sit and pay that much attention to my trades all day, every single day. I know, listen, obviously I trade, and you know, I do scalp trade still, but instead of, you know, all day, every day, now it's more a scalp here and there, maybe on the weekends. But I'm in more swing trades
Yeah.
now, you know, more often. And I, that's okay. I think people just think like, and back to what you were saying, where, you know, you can kind of, you know, you could become a slave to your trades. You could become a slave to your investing. If that's all you're thinking about, you're cranky, your coin is down, right? That's the opposite of financial freedom. It's financial shackles,
Yeah.
essentially. And
Yeah.
I tell people, if you want to trade, I'm a trader, right? But the vast majority of my capital is in long-term investments, and then I take a very small portion of that
Mm-hmm.
long-term investment capital. I trade with it, right? If I were to get completely wiped out, sure, it would be a big bummer. I would not be happy about it, but it's not going to kill me. I still have
Yeah.
90% of my money in my long-term investments in good projects that I believe in, and when I flip that money in my trading account, I leak that profit into my long-term investments. So you know, we try to get like a balance of, you know, trading, investing. You got to know if you're a trader. And I know we were talking a little bit
Yes.
before we hopped on,
Yep.
and you've been, you know, you were saying you do a little bit more like swing trading or just longer term trades. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, there's been times where I've made like 3 or 4 in 1 week with bigger movements, but a lot of time I'll buy 1 week and wait a week or 2 before I take
Yeah.
profit. Um, and again,
It's a
I'm
much
more
less
doing that with
stressful
like the
way.
altcoins and stuff. It is. And well, here's the thing I'll say about you, because I by no means want anyone to think, oh, did Tim just say that you shouldn't scalp trade? No. I'm sure, Frankie, you can attest. The reason why you still scalp trade is because you've set up disciplines in your life. You've set up rules for how you're going to do it, and you stick to those rules. So that's another thing about freedom, is a lot of people think freedom means I can just do whatever you want. You know, one of the most freeing things in the world to do is to decide what you're going to do ahead of time and then not let yourself differ from it. It gives you freedom to have complete control. So with my life and what's happening, you know, with me taking over this channel, like you just said, the amount of content and stuff we have. I was looking at my calendar here like today, and I was like, oh, wow, this is a lot. But it's fun. But that doesn't mean I get to watch the charts all day, every day. I have to look at the bigger time frames to make my moves. But when I could, I would sit down. If in the future, I probably will set some disciplines and some rules and saying, hey, Tim, you're going to do this. You're going to do this. You're not going to do this. You're not going to enter any single trade but after this time of the day, and you're not going to exit any trade after, you're going to exit the trade at this time no matter what, because you're not going to risk that your brain is, you can go to sleep. Your brain will wake you up at 2 a.m. to go check the charts. It doesn't matter if you're like, oh, it's fine, I'll just go to, no. Your brain knows that you're in a trade and you have a lot to lose or a lot to gain. So it's like, no, set a rule. I'm not leaving this open overnight if it's a scalp trade. If I'm willing for this to take a long time, I can sleep peacefully because I know I'm not even looking for a take profit here in the next couple of hours. So that's, I want everyone to realize that scalp trading is okay. It is not evil. It is something, though, that if you do not have a lot of self-discipline, work on self-discipline first and then start scalp trading.
And you know, I try to tell people, identify, everyone always asks me, what's your favorite time frame to trade? And I tell them, I say, or what kind of trading do you do? Are you a scalper? Do you like to swing trade? What's the best? And I say, you need to identify what kind of trader you're capable of being, right? If you have a full-time job, obviously we're very blessed. We get to do crypto full-time, but you know, if you have a full-time job at an office doing something, right, you're probably not going to be able to scalp the 5 minute, right? You're going to be constantly, it's going to be a nightmare. You're going to be stressed out. You're going to be getting stopped out. So I just tell those people, maybe swing trading is more down your alley, you know, if you have that. But if you have a ton of free time, right? You don't have a job, maybe, you know, whatever your situation is, if you have tons of free time to take on a full-time job to scalp trade, maybe that's a little better for you. But I could not agree with you more when you say, one of the best forms of freedom, or I forget who I heard say this. This is a quote from somebody. I did not make this up, but discipline is the freest form of freedom. The more disciplined you are, the more free you are, which is kind of, it sounds like an oxymoron. It's like, well, if you're regimented, how is that freedom? But by being disciplined, you're able to free yourself up, because like you said, if you're planning ahead, you know what's coming down the road. I wish I remember who said it, but discipline equals freedom. So I absolutely love that you said that. And yeah, so moving on, I did chat. If you guys have any questions, we did have a couple super chats that I wanted to touch on real quick here. I just didn't want them to disappear. Let's see. Biomex says LFG, Sultans of Sauce, Titans of TA. I like that. I like that, Biomex. And then Unforgettable Name says, for the OGs, remember the days of non-crypto TA, Tim. Yeah. Well, you got some OGs in the chat, and I'll actually say, because I didn't get to touch on this when you first said it. That's an interesting story, man. I love that TA Tim origin story is amazing, and that's it's somewhat I couldn't agree more. Like, the hard work. If you have work ethic and you're willing to just break your butt for something, it could get you very far. Like you said, I mean, look at you now running the ship over there. And you said, what was it? Not even 2021, not even a full year ago.
It was January.
You know,
and to be
that's
fair,
crazy.
I started working in January. I didn't start taking, because Jeb had a course called CT2A that we've revamped, and now we have Club DeFi and stuff. But I didn't start it till March, and I even kicked my butt for a couple months, and then I finally decided I'm going to do this. I went on the chart. The reason I was for anyone who's known, I was non-crypto Tim because I was a co-host of the channel. I was just there so Jeb didn't get bored. Because Frankie, I know you know, sometimes it's hard to do live streams by yourself for long. It's nice to have someone to go back and forth with. So Jeb was like, Tim, can you come? Just, even though you don't know anything, we'll call you non-crypto Tim. It'll be a thing. It'll be great. So that happened. And then I evolved because I started somewhat picking stuff up on the fundamentals, and we called me the crypto beard. and then it kind of evolved into kind of crypto Tim, and then I had to take a couple. Jeb had some stuff going on, and I ran some shows, and the community, which again we have some great community over there now, Coffee and Crypto, that they were like, Tim, you graduated to was it first? It was kind of crypto Tim, and then it was we'll call you TA Tim. But here's the thing, I will say rebranding. TA Tim, I'm actually rebranding again once again, and I've done this under the table kind of on our channel. I'm just letting it kind of take its course. I know a lot of people know me as TA Tim. The reason I'm changing to TA Tim is because that was kind of my thing as I was Jeb's side gig. I don't want people to see a TA Tim and be like, oh, Tim thinks he's the most foremost expert. I have a long way to go before I would ever try to claim I'm the best technical analyst. I think I'm decent. I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm picking stuff up. But I want to just be Tim. I'm going to be Tim from Coffee and Crypto. So rebranding once more, this time a downgrade, with some humility. But it doesn't mean I won't be doing TA. I love myself some TA. And that's one thing that I also love. You guys are going to know the more and more you see of me, whether you're watching me, when I get to come back on here, if you're watching on my channel, I love that mixing of looking at the charts and mixing with, like, let's turn our brains on. Let's turn some logic on. Let's pay attention to news. Let's pay attention to how things fundamentally grow. Let's pay attention to history. Let's look at the charts, the news, the fundamentals all together in a mixed bag and try to make a call on it. That's what I love doing. That's what I think Coffee and Crypto is going to be a lot of moving forward.
Yeah, and dude, I will say, now knowing, the Tim origin story, I will say, seeing your TA, man, it is a true testament to, when I look at your TA, I know that you weren't working regular 8-hour days to get where, if you were going from 2021 to now and you are where you're at right now, you are not putting in regular 8-hour days. That is an absolute testament to your hard work, especially with something like TA that takes a lot of time to learn. So that just shows, how much effort and work you've put in, because, dude, your TA is on point. So kudos to you, man, because it's a lot of work, and that's definitely a testament to your work ethic. And we have a super chat from Tony D, and he says discipline means you've worked past the stress and emotions, and you can make such well-informed decisions that won't kill your mentality. So I would agree with that. But I love that. So a rebrand publicly on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel.
Yeah,
it's Tim.
Here on the you guys are the first.
Absolutely.
Like I commented earlier. I'm Tim Warren now on YouTube. I'm Tim Warren. I'm gonna be Tim from Coffee and Crypto. That's how people will know me.
Gotcha. I love that. Yeah. Let me just move my. But yeah, man. Do you have anything before we move on to some Q&A? Let me see if I have a. Yes, Tony D, if you could send those questions in Discord, I will read them from there. But if you want to, do you have any other charts or any altcoins you're looking at other than Cardano, or anything else you want to show before we get into some questions?
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else really on the charts to show at this point. I felt like, the only other thing I would say, I can show one more thing. And this is just continuation for anyone else out there who's kind of sitting there saying, hey, is Ethereum, I'm going to pull it up first and then I'm going to share my screen. Is Ethereum going to cool off when compared to Bitcoin and Cardano? I'm going to show you guys what I'm seeing over here. I think it's on the daily chart. All right, yeah. let me share my screen one last time. This is another reason why I do believe Ethereum is going to cool off just a little bit. It's the pump is going to come later, guys. Ethereum is still a great altcoin, but look at what we got right here. Remember I was talking to you guys earlier about strong versus weak divergences. This right here on the daily chart of Ethereum over Bitcoin, we got some bearish RSI divergence where the peak prices are still increasing, but the RSI tops are decreasing. Anytime, you should always start looking for these things. It's not a guaranteed thing, but anytime you cross over the 70, above 70 on the RSI or below 30, start keeping your eyes out for some divergences. And sure enough, we do have some bearish RSI divergence on Ethereum over Bitcoin. Also, though, we got ADA over ETH. Remember, I talked about that earlier. We got the same thing going on over here, where we got some bullish RSI divergence. So the last one was Ethereum over Bitcoin. It was bearish, meaning that pair is going to drop. This one, we're looking at Cardano compared to Ethereum. This was about to go up. I talked about in a video earlier, if you actually were to go and look at the history of Cardano over Ethereum, you guys see these blue lines I have in my chart? Hopefully you can. There's 15 times we've seen the RSI drop below the 30. Of those 15 times, 13 of them, you're going to see blue lines. We set up strong bullish RSI divergence and then went to the upside. There are 2 times where the RSI bottom matches the RSI price bottom. But why this is important is because right now we just set up strong bullish RSI divergence on Cardano over Ethereum. One more reason, not just looking at the Ethereum chart and the Cardano chart and the Bitcoin chart and trying to make some logical explanation of it, but even when you're looking at these paired charts, you're also going to see and it looks like it's time for Ethereum to take that backseat to Cardano and Bitcoin. My expectation, I'll leave you guys with this one. My expectation is that you're still going to see all three projects have green candles on green days, red candles on red days. Here's what you're going to be watching for. Cardano's green candles are going to be big. Bitcoins will kind of be like, all right, that's pretty good. And then Ethereum's will kind of be a little small. And then vice versa, when you're getting to the bearish candles, the red ones, you're going to see Cardano's red candles be very small. You're going to see Bitcoin's be kind of middle, and then you're going to see Ethereum's be bigger. That's just how these markets move. They all follow Bitcoin from the news standpoint, but they take different times to grow faster and lose faster. And it's time for Ethereum to cool off just a little bit.
Yeah, and it is interesting. Like when you're in a bull market, right? Like Bitcoin will rip, and then it'll start to consolidate. Ethereum and the altcoins start to go nuts, but they don't all go nuts at the same time. So it's kind of it is interesting, right? They all have their own time to go. And like I said, we were looking at a bunch of coins that have not. Obviously, Ethereum, Matic. There's been some coins that have had that giant rip up, but they're Cardano. There's a few of them, Cardano, GMT. There's a bunch of other altcoins that really have not had that move yet. So they're just waiting on their time.
Matic's another one. I'm bullish on Matic long term. And I wasn't always. So someone might say, wait, Tim, I thought you said, there was a time I was wrestling with ETH2 coming out. I was like, Matic was a layer 2 to fix the speed. Is that going to continue? Oh, it's absolutely going to continue because it's going to be a long time before ETH can match the speeds of Polygon. So I think Polygon down the road is very good, especially with those partnerships they just made with Disney and Coca-Cola. I'm like, okay, these two very, 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 very wealthy companies knew that Ethereum was coming soon and chose Polygon anyway. I'm excited about its future, but it's another one just like Ethereum. Hey, great rally. Guess what? Ethereum did 130. Polygon did 230% gains over, when it hit its bottom and rallied up. Another time, another project. Hey, good job. Way to pump. Come back down to earth for a second.
Absolutely. Yeah, love that. And I appreciate you showing all those charts. I will say, you gave us, guys, Tim is bringing the sauce on the charts. Yeah, you showed us a bunch of charts. I will say that you bring the value, when it comes to the TA.
Is there a rule? Next time I come on, is 4 charts, 5? Is there a number of charts that are choice number of charts?
As many as you can bless us with, the CandleMafia will appreciate. Right. Typically, people show like one chart. Hey, yeah, there you go. 490. Leo, a lot of times people just feel like, I think it might go down, but you get in detail. You're looking at the alts. You're looking at the different, BTC to ETH. You're looking at the different pairs, the DXY, because I talk about that a lot on my channel, the importance of looking at other things, such as the stock market, right? The SPY, the DXY, things like this on top of, maybe some on-chain stuff or fundamentals, which I one thing I really enjoy about you is that you mix that TA with the fundamentals, right? Because when we were on Debate Crypto one time, when it was your turn to kind of do your charts, one thing I was absolutely just impressed with is, you were kind of marking out dates on the chart and just talking about what was happening fundamentally at those times, which was, I absolutely love that, man, because I think it's so important to understand that, the charts could be right, but the fundamentals are obviously very, very important. So like when you're going back to certain dates, that was July 31st. On that day, that was when the Fed did this or whatever it was. That's one thing I think you do really, really well is blend those two things together. And I do think that 100% gives you a big, big edge when, trading or investing. So I absolutely love that.
I think the reason I started doing that, Frankie, is because I think there's two, and this, being a technical analyst guy, so many people will be like, oh, technical analysis, it's fake. It's like doing astrology.
Astrology for crypto bros.
It makes sense. But let me show you, because it's funny when you actually look at what is happening fundamentally and when you see news headlines, they correspond so cleanly to the technical analysis that you didn't need the truth is you didn't need the news. You didn't need the news. You could have looked at the technical analysis and said, we're about to go down. We're about to go up. We're about to go down. We're about to go up. But it's nice to see the confluence of, hey guys, there's a story being that's what charts are. There's a story being written, and you're looking at the history because you'll never see the future. You're looking at the history to try to predict the future. But when you know how to mix those news stories and you're still learning the technical analysis and you're not quite sure what to look for to predict the upswing, when you can look at them and understand from a historical factor when X happens, Y seems to happen, it really helps your progression of technical analysis. And so, that's why I'm so passionate about using both of them. It's not to say you can't get it done with technical analysis. It's to show you the legitimacy of technical analysis by also looking at the fundamentals and the timelines of what's happening, so you can then trust that technical analysis you're doing. And like you said earlier, you got to have your system, you got to have your process, and you got to stick to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I mentioned this. We had somebody on recently. I mentioned this, talking about how the charts can kind of let you know what's going to happen regardless. Like for me, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, I am a technical trader. I pay much more attention to just the charts than I do I obviously pay attention to the fundamentals as well, but I trade what the charts tell me, right? And I was recently in a short, not recently, but a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I was in a short, and DZ came up to me and he's like, "Did you see that Elon dump?" And I was like, there's an Elon dump. I'm like, I must be up on my short. I went to go check my short, and I was like, Elon dump. I was like, I shorted the bearish divergence. It was a bearish divergence. I shorted that. And then all of a sudden, Elon Musk dumps the price. So it's like kind of weird how that lines up.
Yep.
So definitely very interesting.
Exactly. Yep.
But we do have a question here from Crypto Pollo, and I think you basically answered this. This might be a little bit of an older question, but if you could just quickly answer it. So Crypto Pollo asks, what is your trading style? Scalp, swing, long, or all, and why?
Long. Not that I'm against the others. I think I answered a little bit earlier. It's because of time, and it's because of like I said, if you're going to do different types of trades, set up disciplines. With my schedule of what I do, shooting content, leading the team, because I'm the CEO of the company. I'm still making sure we're getting all that stuff going. I do not have time, like Frankie said, to have a full-time job of trading. So I do long trades. I do like long periods of time trades. Every now and then, again, like I might enter a buy on Monday and take profit on Wednesday, but more often than not, it's like take a buy on Monday and then sell and take profit the following Wednesday or something. So that's just me. I understand the others. I just don't want to do all the work.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And I think that is like, if you guys take anything away from this stream, I think that's like one of the most important lessons you guys can get from this collab is trade what your life permits, right? And like you said,
yes,
dude, you're the CEO. You gotta, and I know that comes with a plethora of other things that might not even be related to crypto specifically, right? Like you have to deal with operations and people, employees, and it would be so hard, almost impossible for you to be scalping the 5-minute while doing 40 other jobs. So if you guys take anything away, that is what I would suggest you guys take away from this is trade how your life permits, right? If you got a full-time job, probably not going to be a good idea to scalp trade, maybe longer term investing or just longer term trades. And it's much less stressful, right? That way you're not, trying to do your full-time job while you're like, oh my God, I'm down 20%. It's just, it would be a nightmare. So I do think that's really, really important. And then we got another question from Unforgettable Name. He says, not a question so much as it is a suggestion. Tim is an RSI divergence guy. Frankie loves volume. Tim loves to hear/learn about volume. How about a chat regarding?
Yes.
Yeah. So it is funny. So yeah, you do use like RSI. You look at RSI divergence a lot. I find my divergences typically using Market Cipher B, but typically the RSI divergence that are seen on the RSI are typically the same ones that show up on Market Cipher B for me. Like if I were to see you be like, oh, RSI divergence here, I'll pull up Market Cipher B, and a lot of times there was one divergence here. I think it was at the bottom, basically at the bottom, where the RSI divergence was almost unrecognizable. And the only reason I believe it was like right at the bottom. There was technically, it was almost not there. There was an RSI divergence that was almost not there. Like you could almost not see it at all. But when I pulled up Market Cipher B, it did look a little bit more clear. But when I pulled up the RSI, I couldn't see it. So I do flash back and forth. One thing I want to say about the volume is you call the VPVR the VRVP, which is correct. So kudos to you for using the right name. I say VPVR for the simple fact that it just flows out of my mouth better.
Yeah, well, when I learned it, I learned it as VPVR, and then one day in one of our office hours we had on Club DeFi, one of the people said, "Tim, why do you keep saying VPVR? It says," and I looked at it and I was like, "Well, it does say VRVP, doesn't it? I've always just learned it as VPVR. It's the same thing, visible range, volume profile, or volume profile, visible range.
Exactly.
It's the same thing, but yeah, the tool is technically VRVP. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you use any do you use any fixed range volume profiles, or do you just use the visible range?
Somebody was talking about that last night, and I'm like, I don't use the fixed ones. But what's cool is I mean, the fixed ones are cool. I was able to show them. I look at the VRVP and I use it the way I've watched like you and other technical analysts use the fixed ranges, and especially when another thing I really love, and I don't talk about it very much anymore. I'll mention it every now and then, but one of the other things that really got me passionate about learning technical analysis was learning about the Wyckoff stuff. So like when I felt like I started catching my stride with technical analysis was right after the Elon Musk dump that then started us in that sideways movement, which was a great example of Wyckoff accumulation phase. And Wyckoff accumulation phases, even though they're not saying it, what they're actually teaching you when they're looking at that the selling climax and then the automatic rally and the secondary test, all you're doing is setting up a fat range to show you where you should be using a fixed rate visible range. And when using the VRVP, I can use those levels, and then it extrapolates out. And it's like, that was a perfect level of all the volume significance in that range. So I'm actually doing it the hard way is what I'm doing, Frankie, is I'm creating my own fixed ranges by using VRVP and then just applying the Wyckoff teachings.
Well, that's a testament. That's a testament to using things and strategies and techniques that work for you, right? And that, like, I always tell people, they're like, well, when I use my fixed ranges or my volume profiles or when I pull my fibs, I do them this way. And obviously, with Fibonacci retracements, I mean, I guess there is a wrong way that you could do it, as long as you're doing it generally the right way. But like with a volume profile, something like that, even if you are doing it the hard way, really the important thing is if it works. If it works, and it's just a little, like, who cares as long as it works for you. But yeah, I love that. I typically use the VRVP. I will use the correct term. But I'll use the visible range when I like using the visible range because it's quick, right? I throw it on. I can look at different ranges, find out where the volume, look at the volume profiles, find out where the volume's traded at. Yeah. So I do love the that's why I like the visible range. And then if we are in a long range like we were, in this recent this range after we kind of had that capitulation wick down, I'll put a fixed range there because it's like, hey, we're going sideways forever. I'll put a fixed range there. But we have one. We'll make this the last question from Crypto Poyo, and he says, "Does TA Tim have a degen really low?" Oh, okay. So, do you have any like super low cap degen altcoins that you like?
No, I don't.
I don't
study them. I don't. I at one point thought about it. And then I was like, no, that's too much. And guess what? Somebody else is going to make a lot of money doing it. I know actually our team was talking about that the other day. Like, if you really do your due diligence and you know where to look on Reddit, you can find some absolute steals right before some crazy pumps. But guess what that requires? It requires discipline, dedication, and work. And you can only put your skills and your efforts in so many directions. You got to learn. This is actually one of the pastors that I learned a lot from growing up. I'll forever remember how he said this. He's talking about the mark of a true mature man or woman who is mature is the key word. They know their limitations and they live right up to them. They do not surpass them and they do not go below them. And so degen coins are not That's above my ability, and I'm going to continue to know my limitations and choose to put my energy in the right directions. Unfortunately, that's not one of those directions.
Yeah, I love that. I'm kind of the same way. Like, I don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my altcoins, but as far as like degen meme coins, I'll trade them here and there in the bull market. The meme coins were going crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I traded them in and out, but I always tell people like I'm using very very strict risk management. I know what I'm doing, right? I
Yeah.
know that when I put this money in, that it 100% could totally go away. I'm not taking risks that I'm
Yep.
not willing to lose. But talking about what
Yep.
you were just saying that you learned from your pastor, uh, I call it mental shelf space for me, right? People say, people are shocked. They're like, what kind of NFTs do you have, Frankie? And I'm like, you guys are gonna be disappointed. I am not an NFT guy. I really am not. I just don't have the mental shelf space. I'm a TA guy, charts, fundamentals,
Yeah.
price action, trading. I just don't have the mental shelf
Yep.
space for NFTs. It's not I don't have the mental capacity to take on an entire another discipline. So yeah, I absolutely love that you said that. I think that is very good. But so one last question. I know I said that was going to be the last one, but one last
No,
question.
you're good. You're good.
Brian Varney says, I'm sure I butchered your name, man. I'm sorry. Brian asked, do you hedge your bags? Okay, that's a good question. Do you ever hedge your bets with short positions at all? So actually kind of question for me too, like your longer trades, like your day trades, swing trades, longer term trades, are they long and short, or are you just buying on spot and holding? Do you short in general?
No, I don't short. I've thought about it. I really have thought about it. And I just haven't. The truth is, I'm going to be really very honest with you guys. There's not even a good reason why I don't. I really should. I just don't. So that's definitely one. Don't do as I say, don't do as I do. I think shorting is very wise, especially in bear markets. I just don't do it.
Yep.
For me, because of the way I learned it, because
Don't do it. It'll turn you into a perma bear. I said this the other day, dude. In this bear market, I have because I was shorting a lot on the way down, and dude, I've turned into a perma bear. Every time the price pumps, I'm like, no, go back down. Yeah, it's very strange. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I was curious about that too. It's for some reason and I don't know the answer to this, but for some reason the shorts print money faster than the longs as far as as far as that goes. I don't know if it's I always say I don't know if it's because gravity is on your side or what it is, but it just seems that when price wants to dump, the short money comes in fast. Okay. Tim, I swear this is a fun one. We'll end on a light note here. This is from Anonymous. Anonymous is he holds the crown for funniest CandleMafia member. But he asks,
there we go.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? That's actually a pretty good question.
Easy answer though. I'm terrified of birds, so I will take the 100 duck-sized horses. You can't trust birds. If I'm going to leave you guys with any other little kernels of wisdom, don't trust birds. Not that horses are really trustworthy themselves. They'll get you. They'll surprise you with some stuff. I just will take my horses, especially if they're duck-sized. A horse-sized duck.
That's kind of terrifying.
I'm going to see that tonight in my nightmares is what I'm going to. Thank you for that now. What was his name?
Anonymous.
Anonymous. Wow. Anonymous.
You're giving Tim nightmares, Anonymous. But yeah, I would probably have to agree with that. A horse-sized duck. I mean, that thing would just peck you to death. But yeah, 100. I mean, little duck-sized horses. You could just kick them out of the way, and it'd be no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Mesa. I think Mesa said it perfectly. Birds are dinosaurs.
Ooh.
Don't mess with dinosaurs. So
yeah,
shout out to Mesa.
Mesa, yeah, that is a good point. Birds are dinosaurs. Yep. Yeah, and they show no emotion in their face. You can't tell if they're happy or mad. I wasn't afraid of birds, but I don't know. I think I might have a nightmare about birds too. But guys, I think that's Tim. I think we're good. We could cut you loose at this point. I'm going to give you the stage for the last minute or so. Let people know where they can find you. And yeah, stage is yours. Feel free to shamelessly shill whatever you got going on, man.
Well, first of all, Frankie, thank you so much for having me on here, man. It has really been an honor. I love. I've been following the Candle Mafia now for a little bit. It's great to be on in front of all you guys. You guys are fantastic. Yeah, as far as where you can find me, so it's 2 days old now. I am now running the ship. What used to be Crypto Jeb, and I wish it was different circumstances with his health and family stuff going on. He had to step away, but I'm excited about the future. And we changed the name of the channel to Coffee and Crypto. That was the name of our show anyway. And we're like, this is going to be really good for our branding. We're going to continue to keep this on. We're just a channel full of a bunch of guys. This is kind of how we see ourselves. We love crypto. We absolutely love it. But guess what? Sometimes, especially during a bear market, the news and the charts, they're not always fun to go through. But can we bring a positive space to the crypto space so that people can tune in every single day? Because guess what? Those of you who are watching right now, I saw a video of Frankie say this the other day, and he is 1,000% correct. Those of you who are watching right now and staying engaged, you're the ones who will make the millions. You're the ones who will take the wealth away from those who have it in the past lives. You stay the course. When it's hard, stay the course. But my goal with Coffee and Crypto and what we're building over there is a place where you guys just always feel like it's a uplifting, positive, encouraging, fun, and entertaining place to actually learn good things about the crypto space. So if you guys love that, come over, subscribe to my channel, Coffee and Crypto. Smay, our technical director, is absolutely hilarious. Those of you who watch know exactly what I'm talking about. T-Shroom. T-Shroom used to be one of the funniest miners out there. Come join us. Come watch us every single morning. And then you'll come in the nighttime. You'll come watch Frankie Candles again. And he'll be on our show. I'll come back on this show. It'll be a great thing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again, Tim. Like I said, one of the most highly requested collabs. I appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you for sharing all your charts and giving the Candle Mafia that extra sauce. And yeah, man, I hope to come on your channel soon, and I hope you will come back on and hang out with us again sometime soon.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I get to say your catchphrase, so I'll see you guys later. Bing bong.
Thanks, Tim. Have a good one, brother. Oh, boy. Guys, how about that, man? Just when you think that, every collab just gets better and better. Guys, I absolutely love Tim. And again, we talked off camera. Tim is just one of those people that radiates genuine energy. And obviously it's positive energy, but the main thing is it's genuine, right? He's not trying to put on a show for anybody. He's not trying to, it's just very, very genuine, real person and super positive vibes. I absolutely love every time I go on his show and was super happy with that collab. So, guys, smash the like button. Make sure Tony or any of the mods, if you guys could link Coffee and Crypto in the chat so everybody can go give them a follow. Go check them out, guys. They have an awesome channel. And smash that like button for TA Tim, giving you guys all of that sauce. And I appreciate Tim showing all those charts. Sometimes people, they show charts, but TA Tim, or not TA Tim. Not TA Tim anymore. Tim went in, and I love that. Providing value for you guys. Gotta love it. So thank you, Tim, for being on the show. We really appreciate it, and we really hope you could come back very soon. But guys, some more super chats here. Clinton Query, I'll help time out and put Coffee and Crypto on my truck. Put Coffee and Crypto on my truck too. For 3 years for 1 BTC. Clinton Query is going to have the crypto 18-wheeler. Let's go. Shout out to Clinton Query. I appreciate you always being in here, man. And then let's just cover some of these super chats before we get going here. Amber Coleman says, thought about trading bots for people can't trade all day due to health conditions. Infinity bots mainly. Thank you. Very interesting, Amber. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah. Trading bots, listen. We covered the KuCoin trading bots and probably going to make an update video about these pretty soon. One of the main things that I love about the KuCoin trading bots is the DCA bot, right? Because a lot of times you get those big moves down and, you're supposed to be DCAing in at those times, but a lot of times those emotions can creep in and you're just like, it's going to go lower. It's going to go lower. I don't want to buy now. And the DCA bot will just invest for you, right? You set the parameters and it will buy X amount of money, X amount of times a week or a day or a month or whatever it is that you set. And it takes the emotions out of DCAing completely. And also, you don't have to remember to buy, right? It just does it for you. You set an amount of money for the total investment, and then it'll buy over time for you. So I definitely recommend checking those out. And Travel Tim, thank you for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, been following your channels for a while now. I can't thank you guys enough for the time and education you both put into educate us. My main goal is to set my mom financially free and to travel to every country in the world. Well, Travel Tim, I will tell you this. Shout out to the Tims. The Tims are out here today. But shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. And yeah, man, if you, like Tim just said, if you are paying attention right now in the bear market, you are setting yourself up for success and financial freedom for you and your mother. So that's awesome. And you're doing it for your mom, right? Not just you. And that's a testament to what kind of person you are. So super happy to see that. And shout out to Kritik. I don't know how to say your name. I apologize. But he says, hey, can you check CHZ? What the heck is going on with it? I'm in a short. Yes, CHZ. We will check that. Yes, we could check that here in just a second. And I think we just got one more super chat. Thank you. Hey, Noodle, as always, thank you so much for the super chat. Can I get TA for this pimple coin? Heard it was pumping this morning. Hey, Noodle, you are funny. The morning show was absolutely lit this morning. It was funny. Ben was a good sport. You guys were talking about, somebody said he had a pimple on his face. For those of you who didn't know, he had a pimple or something, and people were saying he printed a blood diamond, and the jokes were funny, and Ben was a great sport about it. But I will say, chat was very playful about it, right? They weren't just hating on him. They were making jokes, and everyone was like, nah, we're kidding. We love you, Ben. Thanks for being a good sport. It was fun. We had a blast. We got off the live, and he was like, that was hilarious. So thank you guys for the super chat. I really appreciate it. We still have 461 people in here, guys. Smash that like button if you want a chance to spin that Wheel of Pain and Pleasure. 2 chances for a giveaway on each spin. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel. So make sure you guys hit that like button. And just so you guys know, I'm going to say it. I'm going to try to head out early today because, as you guys know, I am leaving town tomorrow. Speaking of duck-sized horses, I'm actually going to a dude ranch to ride horses and learn how to wrangle cattle on horses. I know that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm not. We're going to be riding horses. I don't know if I'm going to be wrangling cattle and all that, but we will be riding horses. So stay tuned for some possible hilarious videos of me riding a horse. Not my comfort zone. So should be pretty hilarious. But I do have a flight tomorrow at like the crack of dawn. So I got a bunch of stuff to do before we leave. So I am going to try to hop off a little bit early. But without further ado, guys, big news. Our Stream Deck, guys, our Stream Deck is fixed. It's 100% fixed. It's never breaking again. Shout out to BJ one more time for fixing this for me. But guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the charts so we can get this TA done. Take a look at the alts and CHZ. We will take a look at. Let's go ahead and get into the charts, guys. All right, let's see. Sick, I'm from Texas. You should love it. All right, let's go. For those of you who don't know, J Chains from Meta Money used to be an actual cowboy. Like, not like he thought he was a cowboy. Like, he was an actual cowboy. I don't even know exactly what cowboys do, but he was a legitimate cowboy. Like, not that he rode horses a lot, so we call him a cowboy. Like, he was an actual cowboy. So, super interesting. Never would have thought that. Never would have guessed that. But yeah, he used to be a cowboy. Absolutely insane. Frankie, your audio sounds better. Let's go. Connor Anderson. Yeah, I thought I fixed it, and I guess I did. Hopefully, I'm coming in super clean, super smooth, and not too loud. It is weird. Ever since I started using this mic, I feel less comfortable screaming because I feel like I'm going to peak really bad. When we had the mic above me, I'd be like, what's going on, guys? But I guess I still could do that, but it just feels like I'm going to blow your eardrums out. But, guys, let's see. Yellowstone. What's good, Frankie? Hey, Mayhem Paul. What is going on? 464 people in here, guys. Smash that like button. Going for 550 likes. If you give me 550 likes, we will be spinning that wheel 10 times. But guys, let's go ahead and jump into these charts. Quick news, recorded a video on my personal top 3 trading view tips and tricks that save me a ton of time when doing my TA. So I cover a bunch of features that you guys might not know about on TradingView that I use all the time that saves me time, keeps me organized, and one bonus feature that you guys might not know about that is really cool that can help you practice trading without risking any money. So let's go ahead. So fresh and so clean. Eric Ward, welcome back. Just Jim, I see you there, brother. I see you. But guys, let's go ahead and take a look. Obviously, Tim absolutely doused you guys in sauce on the charts. And I would say I basically agree with most of what he said, to be 100% honest with you. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going on here, right? So we're going to start on the 2-day chart. Printing that red dot, still confirms in about an hour. So we're looking for this. If this confirms, guys, it would be pretty bearish. Hey, Jimmy Two Shoes, Jimmy Void from the Bronx Bitcoin Bulls. Thank you for being here, brother. Salut. We got our this is very, very healthy natural energy water that we have right here. Salut, my friend. No black coffee today, but we got this very expensive, natural, healthy, very healthy, keyword healthy, natural water here. Shout out to Jimmy Two Shoes. Thank you for being here, brother. But guys, taking a look at the 2-day, printing that red dot, gonna be pretty bearish if we confirm this, especially because obviously we have that red dot on the daily time frame. Not too surprising to see it pop up on the 2-day. So if this confirms, I will be leaning a little bit more bearish now. Obviously, your 12 and your 16-hour VWAPs are starting to work their way back up here, but you're getting the money flow crossovers into the red, right? So that is overall bearish with the 12 and the 16-hour with the money flow crossovers into the red. 4-hour, getting into the red there now pretty decently. Looking like you're probably going to print a red dot here pretty soon. Now, to update you guys, on, let me close out this, on some trades that we are in right now, obviously still in that Matic short, right? So we have a little bit of a, shout out to Jason Casper, guys. We're schlonging right now. We're schlonging, but we're not schlonging the same coin. I'm short Matic, and I'm scalp long on Bitcoin. To be 100% honest with you, I'm a little more confident in this Matic short rather than this scalp Bitcoin long, but we'll see what happens. Looking to lock in profits on the scalp long pretty soon. But coming back to the charts, if you guys want to sign up and long or short some of your favorite altcoins or, Bitcoin, if you guys want to long and short and trade, Femex is what I use. We have a great deal for you guys. You will get a free deposit bonus if you sign up using our referral link. But yeah, you can use that and save some, or not save some money, but get some free money to trade with. Depending on how much you deposit in, they will give you a different amount of a bonus. But yeah, so we're, up about 2% on the Matic short, down about 1% on the Bitcoin short. So yeah, we could keep an eye on that throughout the stream. But just to kind of give you guys an idea of, I think you know why I got into this Matic short, but I'm going to go over why we got into the Bitcoin long real quick here. So looking at Bitcoin on these lower time frames here, 1 hour, oh, look at that. Yeah, might not be looking good for the scalp long, guys, to be 100% honest with you. We did have a bullish divergence printing here on the 1 hour as well. Yeah, see? The 1 hour, 2 hour might print a bullish divergence here as well. And then we are printing a bullish divergence here on the, and we are printing a bullish divergence here on the 3 hours. So going to see if this could bring us up in the short term. The only thing that is making me think that this could potentially not play out is obviously, as you can see here, guys, we have broken out of this bear flag that we were in, and we're bearishly retesting, bearish retest, and now we're coming down. So may not play out as well for the scalp long, but we got that Matic short in, but that's what I'm looking at, right? Snake eyes on the 15-minute as well, but that 1 hour bullish div, 2 hour bullish div still might print here, and that 3 hour bullish div that is printing hopefully can give us a little bit of juice to the upside. Yeah, that is essentially what I was looking for on that scalp, and this is kind of a good testament to why what me and Tim were just talking about with needing the time to and the attention to scalp, right? Try to get into a dang scalp trade on Bitcoin, right? And then we go live. We're talking to Tim. We're on the show for an hour. That's an hour that I was not watching the charts. Turned out that 1 hour bullish divergence gets invalidated, right, with this red dot printing now. So not able to really watch the charts that closely. We might wind up just getting stopped out of this trade for the sole fact that we were not able to pay too much attention to it. So, but we're going to see what happens. I'm going to let it ride for a little bit. I will keep an eye on it, but just wanted to that's a perfect example right there, right? Like if you're doing things constantly, if you're in a little scalp trade, granted this, I'm not scalping the 1 minute. It's I entered based off of a 1 hour bull div. So it's not, not like we're scalping the 5 minute, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated on this. Shout out to J Rego Music with a $5 super chat. When animal chart for me, please, kindly. Shout out to J Rego. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, well, I do see something forming on the chart here, but I will pull it up in just a second. Jonathan Anderson, what is going on? Thank you for the super chat. He says, this is for the sauce. Love the content. Keep up the good work. Hopefully get to meet you and the Bit Squad one day. Bing bong. Shout out to Jonathan Anderson. I hope I get to meet you too, man. I say that all the time. I really hope that, not hope. I just can't wait until we start doing the Frankie Candles meetups, or it'll probably just be a Bit Squad meetup, and you guys can meet us up there. I'll be with Ben most likely, and you can meet both of us, and that'd be super, super cool. I genuinely want to meet every single one of you guys. I am so grateful to have such a good community behind me. It's gonna be it's gonna be hard at the meetups because we'll probably do a meetup for like 5 hours or whatever it is, and they're gonna have to drag me out of that room. Frank, we have to go. We have a flight, and they're gonna have to drag me out of the room because I'm just gonna want to hang out and talk to you guys the whole time. I'm gonna lose my voice 100%, but I can't wait. It's gonna be so exciting. Just waiting for the day, guys. But it will come sooner than later, hopefully. And then, oh God, we got a bunch. Another super chat from Hannah King. Thank you for the super chat. Hannah says, hey, Frankie, just joined. Thoughts on the DXY? Let's take a look at the DXY. I did not forget CHZ. We will check out that as well. But let's start, because we're looking at Bitcoin right now, let's look at the DXY. So, guys, generally, right, with Bitcoin, so continue our analysis here on Bitcoin before we head over to the DXY. 1 hour, right, bull div now getting invalidated. That 2 hour bull div could potentially print here, and that 3 hour is technically printing here, right? So looking a little more bullish on those medium hourly time frames, but again, with the 2-day red dot printing is making, and you do also have your money flow starting to curve back down, which is making me feel a little bit more bearish. But we're going to have to wait to see how that plays out. Again, that red dot will confirm in about 44 minutes. We should have asked Tim his favorite way to use Lux Algo. I know Tim is a big Lux Algo guy, but a look at, hey, guys, shout out to Gareth Soloway. If you guys are watching the morning stream, today, you will know that he brought up the SPY, and guys, he was looking at the same thing we are looking at here with the 200 moving average coming in and the SPY coming up and testing this horizontal line. I don't know how strong that is, but yeah, I don't know. Technically, maybe a bear. I don't know if I would call it a bear pennant, but kind of. But yeah, we're just kind of consolidating down here. Are we going to get a move? Okay. Are we back? I think we're back. I think we are back, guys. Dirty Gary is watching. Okay. I'm going to hang out for a minute. I think we're better. It says excellent connection, which makes no sense. Okay, I think you guys can see me. We're back. We're live, baby. We're live. 277 people in here. We only lost half of the audience. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and continue here. I'm going to go with the Bitcoin analysis. If we lose connection again, I'm probably going to wrap it up. Just because I do have to get out of here, but I don't want to leave you guys hanging. We're back. Let's go. I'm gonna rush through this so we don't lose so we don't lose it again. But rejection off that 200-day moving average on the SPY, still underneath that 200 moving average. So keep an eye on that. Now taking a look at the DXY, guys. Here we are. Boom. And it is funny, right? TA Tim, or I can't call him TA Tim anymore. He's not TA Tim. But he's looking at the DXY in a completely different way, but almost seeing the same things, right? Now we're looking at this channel. He was looking at a different pattern, but you guys can see here we are continuingly. And Jay Rego, here it is. This is the rare long-tailed Loch Ness Monster formation. You see 1 hump, 2 hump, 3 humps, long neck, and we are now forming the head on this Loch Ness Monster, long-tailed Loch Ness Monster. This is not what you want to see. The only thing that can make this worse is if we had a horned Loch Ness Monster formation here on the 2 hour for the DXY. So shout out to J Rego Music. I know you love these. That's for you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. But I'm just kidding, guys. But taking a look here, you see we did work our way back into this channel, and we are continuing to hold support here and move our way up, and we are breaking this level of horizontal resistance. Are we going to flip it to support and see a big dump coming in here soon for Bitcoin because we flip this to support and move our way up further into this channel? So I will say with that, also we have a 4 hour money flow crossover on the DXY, which would be bearish for Bitcoin. You can see it right there. Making me feel a little bit more bearish in the short to medium term for Bitcoin. And then 2 hour, you're deep in the green there. Your 5 hour got a money flow crossover. Yes, strong push through that resistance level. Not looking. 8 hour money flow crossover. 8 hour money flow crossover on the DXY as well. Looking a little more bearish for Bitcoin. So DXY not looking too pretty for crypto right now, in my own opinion. But let's see. The Loch Ness formation is a deviation pattern. Let's go, J Rego Music. Still got 357 people in here, guys. Let's go over that 550 likes. I don't think we're going to hit it just because we lost most of our viewers there on that little hiccup on the internet. But there you go. A little bearish on the DXY. Let's go ahead and check in on those trades real quick. There we go. Oh, there we go, baby. Dump it. And that's how quick it happens, guys. We were just up $6. Now we're up $70. So there you go. Up $70 on this Matic short. Now, I hope some of you were able. You guys know we don't do trade calls. I don't recommend that you copycat trade. But guys, I do want to shout somebody out here. Now, let's see. I did want to shout out. I got a. Hang on. I think it was a text message. Hang on. This is important. I want to bring this up because I was really happy to hear this. Right. So here it is. So I got a message. Or this is in our winners wall. Let me pull it up in the winners wall. In the Discord, you guys will know if you're not in our free Discord, get in there, guys. We are giving away all the sauce for free. And we have this channel called the Winners Wall. And this is where people put their wins and they put their wins at their winning trades. Let me just pull this up real quick. There we go. Obviously, you guys can see we're crushing it in the Discord. This is insane. And guys, all wins are wins. That 1% for D Petty. Let's go, brother. A win is a win. I don't care how much it is. This is what happens when you set your stop loss and profit and the market reverses out of nowhere. Hey, it's still a green trade, my dude. But let's see. Here it is. Right, CT 562. Shout out to you, man. This is. I am so proud of CT. He says, Frankie Candles, thanks for the sauce last night. I had checked out of trading for the weekend because it seemed like nothing was happening and I was busy. Your message made me check the chart to do my own TA that agreed with yours, and this ended up great with 131% short on Matic, guys. We made this call, and I'm going to show the call in a second. We called this, but here's the key takeaway. He didn't just see, right? We put it right here in the alt TA. Right here, it said, could be a good short opportunity coming up on Matic with a potential daily bearish divergence about to print. We are also approaching the 200-day moving average, right? So you have the 200-day moving average along with the plethora of resistance we had up here with the daily bearish divergence, as you see marked out by these lines. It is expected for price to come down. When you pull up the chart now for Matic, let me just pull it up really quick. You can see that obviously we have, it is playing out, guys. These divergences don't lie, right? So here's the call. Hey, guys, we're up here, could pull back, looking like many reasons. Plethora of resistance, 200-day moving average coming in as resistance, plus the daily bearish divergence. And then you pull up the chart, boom, it plays out perfectly. And CT took this advice, but the important thing is, oh no, I lost it. But the important thing is he said he did his own TA and it agreed with my TA, right? He said, your message made me check the chart to do my own TA that agreed with yours. And it ended up great, right? This is how you want to treat my calls, right? They are not, hey guys, get in here, set your stop loss here, set your take profit here and enter, right? They're not trade calls, but I put them in and I tell you, hey, look at this, guys. And I do list everything that I'm looking at, right? Daily bearish divergence with the plethora, with the picture, right? And I show you guys exactly what I expect to happen. And then you can go do your own TA, see if you agree with it or completely disagree with it. And it just gives you a good, a good call, right? Oh, wow, look, Matic is looking good for a short. Let me double check it myself. And he double checked it. And that's how you crush the trades in the Discord. You look at my TA, you look at the calls. Typically, they're pretty good. But you do your own TA. If it agrees with you, maybe it's a good time to get into a trade, but only you can make that decision. I can't make the decision for you. So I just love that is exactly how you should treat our calls, right? But shout out to anybody who saw this and took this call or not took the call, but did your own TA and agreed with it. I just hope to bring things to your attention, right? I show you why it looks like it's a good short, and then you have to double check it yourself. But I hope some people were able to make a good profit off of that information and take advantage of it as CT did. And we are starting to see this play out. I've been waiting for this thing to break this level of resistance for a while now. And here we go on our way down. Thank God. I'm sick of watching that thing go in and out of the green. And Bitcoin took a pretty good tumble there as well. And there you go, guys. This is the perfect example of things are not always 100%. Right here, I knew I was getting into a risky scalp because I knew I was getting into a risky scalp here because I could see here that we were testing this bear flag as resistance, right? And I was just hoping, that bullish div would bring us up a little bit, but we wound up rejecting. And let's see if we got any confirmations on Market Cipher A. Did we get a blood diamond or anything like that? Let me pull up Market Cipher A. Yeah, like I said, guys, shorter stream today. Did we get it? Okay, no blood diamond. Probably got one on the lower time frames, though. Possibly. Nope. Come on, give it to me. Yellow X. There you go. So you got your blood diamonds and your yellow X's there. But perfect. We talk about this all the time, guys. We talk about this all the time. Boom, boom, boom. Consolidation. This is a bear flag. We know they break down. You break down, bearish retest, bearish retest, bearish retest. You want to enter on the retest, not the breakout, and then you get that rip down. Great move there. And again, just like a textbook breakdown. Breakout, bearish retest, you enter, and boom. So yeah, looking pretty good on that Matic short. And we're hedged a little bit. Obviously this is a smaller position on a little bit of a smaller position on Bitcoin. So we are hedged a little bit. But yeah, this looks like it could play out pretty well. And again, if you guys want to sign up for Femex and make some of these moves, go ahead and use our referral link. Hopefully Tony can link it, or it's actually pinned to the top of the chat. You can get some free trading capital deposited into your account from Femex if you use our code. So there you go. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at, guys, on Bitcoin. Again, that 2-day red dot confirming is probably going to happen. So keep an eye out for that. That would make me feel a bit bearish. As you guys know, we've kind of been expecting Bitcoin on this channel to take a bit of a tumble. We've been waiting, right? You guys know the levels we're watching. I share these in the Discord. Let's come down to the 15-minute here and look at these levels that we're watching, right? Finally starting to potentially break this level, right? This daily level at 23,320 has been very, very strong, right? Boom, 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 just nailing this thing, and finally we got to push through. So as you guys know, if we lose this level, you know that our next target, 23,320, right? So that is essentially where we are right here, 23,320. Next level to be watching is going to be 22,850 or 22,800. As you guys just heard, one of the levels that Tim is looking at is 22,800. And hey, we got 420 people watching right now, 409 likes, guys, going for 550. Can we pull it off? It would be the greatest comeback in all of crypto TA content history. But I'm just kidding. Smash the like button, though, guys. Anyway, he was watching that $22,800 level. We are looking at $22,848, and it's not just a random level, guys. This is the value area high of our range that we've been trading in. So if price, this is the next level we're watching, right? If price makes it down here, possibly could get a bounce if we start getting bullish divs on the lower time frames with money flow coming up. But if we break this level, bearish retest, you see the line there already. If we break this level, this is the major level that we're watching, the big level we're watching. If we lose this level, probably going to be moving closer to this POC, about 20,500. So these are the levels, guys. We've been giving you the levels since we were all the way up here. And I'm really happy how these levels have been playing out. We were saying, right, if we lose this level here, we're going right down to this level. What happened? We got a pump faked out over that local golden pocket, lost this level, regained it, lost it again, bearish retest, yellow X, dumped it right down almost to the dollar to our next level. And then this level has just been holding like gold. So boom, boom, finally bearish retest, lose this level. We know our next target is this next daily level. We shoot down, and then boom, 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 boom. Won't break it. knocking on it, knocking on it, knocking on it, knocking on it. Come on, open up, open up. Boom, we just opened up the door here. So if we get this breakdown, watching for that value area high level at about, one more time for anybody listening and not watching, looking at that value area high coming in at about 22,840 as our next stop. And if we lose that, I am expecting lower prices for Bitcoin, getting closer into the $20,500 range, because that is our POC. And you guys know, once you break through the value area high, that POC is going to go ahead and act as a magnet and pull you down. So these are the things I'm watching for, guys. Feeling a little more bearish, especially with that two-day red dot about to confirm here. So just some things to keep an eye on. And then also the DXY, we just took a look at it. You can see has it broken through this resistance and is starting to, we have broken through this with the Loch Ness Monster formation. Shout out to Jay Rego. So we have popped through this resistance, which would be bearish. So if we flip this to support and continue up, we could see this bigger move down for Bitcoin. So there you go, guys. There are the levels to watch. 420 likes. Where's Tom Crown at? Shout out to Tom Crown, guys. We love Tom Crown. Knock, knock, knocking on devil's door. Let's go, V Slim. Let's go. Nick FLP, which actually turns out to be my initials, FLP. Follow the trend line and projection and make corrections. Let's go, Nick. Shout out to you, brother. What up, CandleMafia? Super late, but I'm here. Hope E. What is going on? Thank you for being here. You're always in here. It's okay. It is what it is. Says we're dumping. Hey. It is what it is. But that's why we short the market sometimes, guys. That's why we get into these shorts. We see those setups, those bearish divergences. We see the resistance, right? We're coming up to strong resistance. We see the bearish divergence, the 200-day moving average, whatever it is. You find that confluence that looks like we're going down, and you can get into the short and make some of those gains. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead, and I just want to check on CHZ because they did send a super chat here. I don't want to leave them hanging. So let's go ahead and check out CHZ. Is this Chili's? I don't know what this is, to be 100% honest with you guys. How about not TA Tim. How about Tim, guys? Go show Tim some love. I really appreciate him coming on here. Like I said, I love Tim's vibe. Tim gives off some seriously good vibes. Super genuine dude, and super TA on point. Tim's TA is on point. Smart guy. So thanks again for coming on, brother. I don't think you're watching anymore, or if you're ever going to see this, but thank you. Okay, so looking at Chili's here real quick. So daily deep in the green. Probably about to print a red dot here pretty soon. Here we go, right? Are we coming up to a golden pocket? Local golden? Well, look at that, guys. How did I know? It's magic, right? You look at the charts long enough, guys, you can guess where the golden pockets are. But broke through that 200-day moving average, which is pretty bullish, in my opinion. But you are coming up to a local golden pocket. No bearish divergence at all on the daily, but you are coming up to that golden pocket, so you could potentially see a little bit of a rejection. Let's put on the VPVR, find out where the volume's trading. Let's check it out here. Okay, let's get Market Cipher B out of here. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boop, bada bang. Okay, so you are coming up to a high volume node here as well. But I will say this: I don't know if you're going to get past this golden pocket. If you get past the golden pocket, you're probably going to take a trip, close to about 26, 27 cents pretty quickly there. So keep an eye out for that. And if you come down here, let's go down to a lower time frame. Let's go to the 2-hour. Resize a little bit, get up that VPVR, and then let's see. So if you lose this current level that we are at, let's just mark out some volume-based support and resistance. Let's go with a rectangle. Boom, boom, and then you do have another level right here. Some levels to watch underneath you right now if you do wind up getting a deep correction. Maybe you get one last push up to actually touch that golden pocket. But let's pull up Market Cipher B again here on, let's look at the 4-hour, resize, bada bing, bada boom, boom. Okay. So bearish divergences on your 4-hour. I think this is likely going to at least bring you back down here before maybe coming up and testing your golden pocket before getting a bigger move down. So that is something I would watch on Chili's. But absolute rip. But that red dot on the daily, I'd watch out for that. Probably time to cool off. Maybe you get, like I said, maybe you cool off, then get the last push up to your golden pocket, or maybe you just rip up to your last golden pocket and then get the correction. But yeah, looking like it's probably time for this to cool off. So, guys, I don't know if I will ever. Hey, we got 460 people back in here after going down completely. Shout out for you guys for coming back. But yeah, guys, smash up that like button. Maybe we hit 550 before we finish spinning that wheel. But we are going to get into spinning that wheel right about now, guys. So let's go ahead and Frankie, would you mind looking at Juno, please, and thank you. Tony Stark. Hey, guys, Iron Man in the chat, guys. Who's it? Wait, hang on. Who said it? Who said it? Oh, where'd it go? Oh, Harrison, I'm sorry, brother. I have to get out of here. We ran a little late. I wish I had time to look at it, but I do have to get out of here. I'm on a time crunch. But I will make sure you let me know in our next stream. You let me know that I was not able to do your coin, and we will do your coin first next time because I will remember. I apologize, Juno. I love the golden pocket. Let's go. Scene. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Frank, did I miss Cardano? Dumping hard right now. Jordan, yes, we actually did look at Cardano technically. Tim looked at Cardano as well. But yeah, we are. Bitcoin is looking a little more bearish right now, so not uncommon to see a pullback on ADA. But guys, let's go ahead and, like I said, we are running out of time here, but let's go ahead and spin our wheel. And again, guys, I believe we are still having problems with our Nami wallet. I don't know if it's a problem with Nami wallet or if it's a problem with our specific Nami wallet, but we are having trouble. So bear with us. We don't want to. I don't want to have you guys waiting for your NFTs. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel here. And any NFT giveaways that we have, we already have a ton of NFT giveaways, but we're pushing all of the NFT giveaways to next week until we can figure out the Nami wallet. So these giveaways will be given next week. But right now, we're going to spin this wheel. And right after that, we're going to be giving away some beloved Cardano. We're going to be giving away... Actually, let's see. What is Cardano sitting at right now? I probably should have figured this out before. What is Cardano sitting at a mean 52 cents? So yeah, it'll be a surprise amount of Cardano. It's not going to be like $5. It's going to be more than $5. But we're going to send you guys some Cardano. I don't want to land on a number right now, but we'll figure it out. It's going to be a decent amount. It'll be an amount that you guys will be absolutely ecstatic to receive for free. It's going to be more than $3, I promise. But we're going to spin the wheel, and then we're going to give Cardano. We're going to give away some Cardano to 3 lucky people. So if you want to enter into that giveaway, mods, if you can just shoot those links into chat, like and comment on each of these videos, and then go back and watch them because there's a ton of value in each of them. But like and comment on them, come back to the stream, see if you won, and then go back and watch the videos. But you will be entered in. We will be picking 3 people to give away some Cardano. MTC says, Frankie, thank you for answering my question on Twitter. If you guys don't know, Twitter is where you tweet things. So if you want to go tweet, go over to twitter.com. But shout out to MTC. Yeah, absolutely no problem. I try to answer as many DMs as I can. It gets pretty hard the bigger we grow, but I do try to get to everybody on Discord, Twitter, the YouTube comments, everything. Try to spend as much time as I can doing that. But yeah, shout out, man. I anytime. You don't have to thank me. You support the channel. The least I can do is answer any questions or anything like that. So yeah, I'm blessed to have you guys. So never have to thank me for answering questions or doing anything for you guys. I'm happy to do it. Done, watched, and liked. Let's go, V-Slim. I'm rooting for you, brother. All right, so let's go ahead. 444 spins. No, I'm just kidding. 4 spins. Here we go. Screen. Sorry, guys. Boom. Oh, there you go. You saw the confetti. That was a real spin. I'll give you an extra spin, guys. I'll give you an extra spin because you didn't see that one. Hi from... Oh, rug pulled on that one. Next spin. Hi from, oh, God, from Canada. Let's go. Family is watching on the big TV. CandleMafia. Hey, shout out to you and your family. Wait, who said that? Who said it? Hermana, shout out to you and your family, and thank you for having me on your big screen TV. Hey, what's going on, fam? I love your niece, daughter, nephew, son, whoever this person is to you. I love them, and you guys are now all part of the CandleMafia. Shout out to Canada. I love Canada, but who doesn't love Canada, eh? I don't even know if I used that right, but I hope I did. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for tuning in all the way from Canada. We love Canada. I've actually been to Canada once. Super cool place. Everybody's super nice. Let's see. Big thanks for all the content, Frankie. You and the Vit Boy. I think he meant the Bit Boy. Yeah, shout out to KGD. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we love to do it. There we go. There's that giveaway, baby. Let's go. Give him one more spin. I said I was going to give you guys 4 spins. We're going to give you 6. I'll give you 6, guys. I don't care. There's another giveaway. Give it to him, baby. Give it to him. Minnesota is like Southern Canada. Oh, interesting. Hi, Frankie. Would you please explain how you adjust the VRVP indicator? If you go to the channel, we have a video. If maybe Tony or Rob or Tyler or somebody can pull that up. We have a volume profile video, and I show you exactly the settings I'm using. We're running a little short on time, but I do have that video if somebody can link it. Yeah. I simmed for Frankie Girl. Once 10 out of 10 would again. Let's go. Let's go, Nate. I support you, man. But yeah, if you check out that volume profile video, I show you the exact settings I use in detail. So definitely go check that out. I just don't have time to do it right now. I apologize. But let's see. Oh God, guys, we got the dang scammers in here. Let's go. Okay, guys. So there we go. How many giveaways did we get here? 1, 2, 3 more giveaways. Add them to the list, boys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good one. Bing bong. I'm just kidding, guys. We still got to give away the Cardano. So let's go ahead and pull up our winner picker here. Bada boom. Let's go here. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Bear with me, guys. We are going to boom. No, that's not what I wanted. YouTube Studio. There we go. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to pull 2 winners. I'm going to pull 1 winner from our first video. And then I'm going to pull our 2 other winners from our second video. So here we go. Going to copy. Bada boom. Bada bing. Come back over here and bada bing. Bada boom. You guys are probably like, what is he doing? Filter duplicate users. Remove winners. They need me to do 9 plus 2, guys. 9 plus 2 is 7, right? No. 9 plus 2 is 4. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. What wrong? What do you mean? Just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Anyway, here we go. All right. So this is going to be winner numero uno for some free Cardano. I'll just pick the number now. We're going to give away 50 Cardano to each person. It's going to be 50 Cardano for each person. So here we go. And yeah. That number won't change. If it changes, it'll just be more. But we're going to land on 50 Cardano for now. But here we go, guys. Minimum of 50 Cardano. We're going to pull 1 winner from here, and then the other 2 are going to be from our other videos. Here we go. 50 Cardano is going to... Who's it going to be? Crypto Anon! Let's go! Crypto Anon. I'm not going to lie. V-Slim, I saw your name pop up right before Crypto Anon. Mafia Takeover, LFG... mods, what are we doing about that? I think you guys exiled yourselves from the giveaways. But yeah, we'll figure that out. I'm gonna pick another one, Crypto Anon. I don't remember what. I think the mods made the executive decision on that. I don't remember what it was. So if the decision was that the mods can win the Cardano, you know what? No. I'm changing the rules, guys. I'm changing the rules. The mods can win the giveaways. I think the mods can win the giveaways. The catch is it doesn't take away from the CandleMafia giveaway, right? So we're giving away Cardano to 3 people. It landed on Crypto Anon. We're giving Crypto Anon the Cardano because we appreciate the mods and everything they do, and he won fair and square. So we're going to give Crypto Anon the ADA. But then we're still going to pick 3 winners. So it just doesn't count off of the winners. But we're going to give it to him because the mods deserve it. So, yeah, there you go. Congratulations, Crypto Anon. Let's go. Add it to your bag. I know you got a Cardano bag already, but just throw some extra in there, brother. Winner number 1, I guess, technically. V-Slim, I saw you pop up. Lucho, hey. What better person to win other than somebody with the Cardano logo in there, right? Is that just something that looks eerily like Cardano? What is with the weird outer little border there? But shout out to Lucho. It looks like the Cardano logo. Says, thank you, Frankie, for taking time to help the Candle Mafia. Lucho, anything for you guys. I appreciate you guys for hanging out and supporting. Crypto Anon deserves it for sure. Shout out to V-Slim. Let's go. Okay, so winner number 1 was Lucho. Congratulations. Reach out to the mods in Discord to get your free Cardano. And then, yeah, let's pull up our next video and pick our next 2 winners. Here we go. Come up here. Paste. 6 plus 3. It's 14. I'm just kidding, guys. Just kidding. I feel like if you put 14, it would still just work, to be honest. We should try that next time. All right, winner number 2 of the Cardano giveaway. Who's it going to be? V-Slim, you going to pop up, bro? I'm rooting for you. Michael Heath. What is going on, Michael Heath? I don't know if you're in here, brother, but he says, whoever threw that paper, your mom's a Joe. Whoever threw that paper, your mom's a Joe. Michael Heath, shout out. That might be a goated comment. I'm not going to lie. That might be the GOAT comment right there. I know exactly what you're referring to. I feel like I always refer to jokes like that, and only certain people get it. I get it, bro. I get it. Shout out to you, man. Reach out to the mods. You just won 50 Cardano. Congratulations, and shout out to you, brother, for all the support. And our last Cardano giveaway winner. And don't forget, guys, we're giving away a ton of NFTs next week. But here we go. Let's pick our 3rd winner. Let's go. V-Slim, I'm pulling for you, bro. I'm pulling for you. Josh! Hey, Josh, you won, bro. Josh, you won. Says, thanks for picking me, Frankie. Josh, no problem, brother. I appreciate all the support. Thank you for entering into the giveaway. You won 50 free Cardano. So reach out to the mods in Discord, and we will get those coins into your wallet, my man. And shout out to you. Thank you for being a part of the Candle Mafia. So, guys, I think that's all the time we got. I told you guys I was doing a short stream, and I lied again. I don't know what to tell you guys. I tell the truth 99% of the time. The only time I don't tell the truth is when I tell you guys I'm going to get off early. But hey, I do it for you guys, the best community on YouTube. But with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for today's show. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream with TA Tim. If you did, make sure to let me know in the comments down below in the video. And I'm not saying that to get engagement. It's not the only reason I'm doing it. I really do like to know, guys. If we have guests that you guys really, really like, we'll try to have them on more often, or maybe we'll try to work out something where we can do consistent collabs. We do have Gareth Soloway coming on, I think, every so often. I think we have a planned time with him to come on. So let me know if you guys like that in the comments down below. You seemed like you liked it in chat, but definitely let me know so we could kind of gauge how much you guys liked it. I know you loved it. But shout out to TA Tim. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And congratulations to all our Cardano winners. Remember, we're giving away a ton of NFTs next week. And next week is going to be a big week, guys, because not only are we giving away a ton of NFTs, we also have a Ledger Nano S Plus and a Ledger Nano X brand new wrapped up from Ledger. It was sent from the Ledger team to us. So they are legitimate ledgers. They're not bought off Amazon or anything like that. Only buy ledgers from the Ledger website. Do not buy them from Amazon. They could be tampered with very easily. Trust me, I used to own an Amazon business where I would sell stuff on Amazon. If I wanted to, I could order ledgers, unwrap them, get the seed phrases or whatever, mess with them, and then heat shrink them back up and ship them into Amazon and have them sold, and you don't even know. But they are officially from the Ledger team, sent to Frankie Candles, the Candle Mafia, just for this reason. So thank you, Ledger, and look forward to that, guys. So a ton of NFTs and those 2 ledgers. But with all that being said, that's all the time I got for tonight's stream, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the 466 likes and 330 of you stuck around all the way till the end. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love each and every single one of you more than you probably imagine. That's all I got. Stay tuned for some possible funny pictures of me hopefully not falling off a horse, but maybe trying to ride a horse. That's all I got. I love each and every single one of you. I will see you guys This is weird, man. I hate this. That's all I got time for tonight, guys. I'll see you on Tuesday. I'm going to try to go live Monday, but if I can't make it on Monday, because I will be flying back on Monday, if I can't make it on Monday, I'll be in the Discord updating you guys. And then on Tuesday, we'll be back on the same schedule, back to normal. And if I don't see you Monday, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in. I'll let you love each and every single one of you. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong. Oh, hey there. There is now a yellow X printing on the 5-hour on Matic, guys. Just a quick little cameo after show credit scene update. Yellow X printing on the 5-hour for Matic. My short looks like it might play out pretty good, guys. Shout out to you guys. That's all I got. See you next time. Frank Candles out. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.